Hey, good people. Good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I always get confused because usually I do my things in morning, but today it's about 10:30 at night p.m. I'll be doing a review from house. I'm not quite sure if I should call it a niche house or a designer house. As far as my understanding goes, people have mixed opinion on this house. So the house name, I always butcher the name, I believe, but I say it in particular way. Guerlain, Guerlain. I think it's Guerlain. Okay, very classy house. It has, I think, the most number of fragrances in their collection in their house under their house name, and they only make fragrances, as far as I understand. If I'm wrong, please do correct me. So the fragrance I'm going to review today, I have here with me is my scent of the night. Okay, after shower I went 5 sprays with it. Okay, and the fragrance is one of the legendary fragrances, younger brother. Why am I calling it that? I'll tell you. It's called L'Instant de Guerlain. Guerlain. I'm gonna call it Guerlain. I have to take my time. Pour Homme, and it's a EDT version. Okay, the big bottle. It's, I think, 125 ml. Okay, so this fragrance is not a brand new fragrance. Okay, I'll put up the Fragrantica review, a link rather. You can check out the notes, the occasion, and the comments, so on and so forth. So this fragrance, I collected it recently with another fragrance, is elder brother, which is actually the legend. It's called Liege. It's known as popularly Liege in the community. Is the extreme version, which is the EDP concentration. This 75 ml bottle. So previously I think sort of reviewed it. I gave it very good marks, and I said it's not everybody's cup of tea. Okay, so this is a very love it or hate it or very complex fragrance. It's not everybody's cup of tea, as I said. So let's see what is the younger brother here to offer. So now first let's start with the presentation. This is the box. Beautiful big box, quite a big box for 125 ml, rightly so. It mentions all the information, EDT 125 ml, and nice sort of a locket sort of. I like this one, and this is like a semi vintage bottle. It's not the brand new one, it's not the super old one, it's somewhere in the middle. This bottle design is not available anymore, so they come in new design. I think the fragrance itself is also reformulated. So up there is the logo. Here is your Guerlain perfumer, and some more of information at the bottom. Okay, so this fragrance, the bottle is really classy, very heavy bottle. This kind of bottle you have seen many times. I believe Dolce & Gabbana, the one, Narciso Rodriguez, they have this sort of express reserve. So they have this sort of bottle design with this kind of cap. So it's a very tall bottle, heavy glass at the base. Okay, light, sort of dark. How to say? What color is this? Cocoa powdery, sort of tobacco-y colored juice. Okay, and it has the sticker batch code at the bottom. You cannot see from my camera. Sorry about that. Up there is some detailing, and the border actually is very nice. I really like the border. It makes it very heavy bottle, very premium. Feels nice in the hand. It's a thin at the side. So this fragrance has a lot of reviews. If you want to check out, you can also check out. So it's not a new fragrance, but I will give you my opinion. Here's the sprayer. So I have my application on this. I've been owning it for a couple of days. This fragrance, you need to go a little heavy. Okay, it's not as potent or as beast mode as the elder brother or the extreme version. I went two on my two side of the neck. These are huge sprayers, by the way. Let me show you once again. Just remind myself, sorry. It has a great sprayer. Okay, shooter is very, very good, very high class sprayer. And then I went two on my hand, and I went one on the chest. 5 sprays. Just now I did two more, makes 7. So now let's talk about this fragrance. This fragrance, it's first of all more versatile than its elder brother. I'm gonna start with that. The Liege, this is a very strong, potent, and very less bit of sweetness or freshness to play with it. This, either you can survive with the opening top note, or you will not survive. You're gonna hate it, just like many people say, rightly so. Angelman, love it or hate it. So this fragrance, I loved it since the first sniff because I already went through the journey for a couple of years. My nose matured. I smell a lot of good fragrances. This is a niche level fragrance for me, and for me it works. Okay, so now compared to that, this one I say is more versatile, more wearable, because it opens up with a beautiful burst of bergamot, citrus, a mix of a lot of citruses. And it almost reminded me of another fragrance which has no like relation to this fragrance, and that is Grey Vetiver. Why am I saying Grey Vetiver? Grey Vetiver is such a handsome, semi-fresh sort of fragrance that is fresh fragrances are usually not very good for formal occasion. This fragrance reminds me of could be a formal fragrance, okay? And it's more versatile in that way that it's more easier to wear. It's airy, it's a little bit fresher, okay? So it opens up with beautiful citruses, and then I think there's a star anise which gives it a little bit of a spicy kick, okay? And it remains sort of like citrusy and tart in that way for at least on my skin 15 minutes. Then it starts changing. It goes more towards the powdery sort of cacao, sort of if you think of Cadbury hot chocolate, if you make the hot chocolate, right, the powdered hot chocolate powder, that sort of feel, kind of chocolatey. There is patchouli, a little bit darkness. It has bit of darkness, not so much, as well as some sandalwood and some woodsy notes. It has some woody element to it. And I don't think I've seen it in the notes breakdown, but I get slight bit of leather coming somewhere from the base notes. So that's sort of the composition. So as you can see, many of your favorite notes will be missing from it, like, oh, where is my ambroxan? Oh, where is my sweet leather? Sweetness is a little bit toned down. It's a little bit on the bitter side. Is it a bad thing? Absolutely not. This is very masculine, very, very confident, young individual who's working. It's a working man scent, and everyday scent, signature scent worthy, wearable. You don't want to wear something that chokes people around. Dior Homme Parfum, okay? If you think of that. I think this is more of your Dior Homme composition or that sort of softness, but much more longer lasting and much more prominent. So if you go 5 sprays, it works just like Grey Vetiver, the EDP version. So that's where I see the comparison, okay? And this, I think it will be loved by people who actually likes a little bit of class. I smell class in this fragrance. And I sniff it. It gives me that lighter, airy version. It's okay. Sort of like Terre d'Hermès, sort of earthiness is also in it because of that bergamot, I guess, the orange. But yeah, you can see where I'm going with it, right? So it has that mature vibe. It's not everybody's cup of tea. This is not Bleu de Chanel. It's not Sauvage. It's not Versace's Dylan Blue. Not that easy. But once you grasp the idea of this fragrance, you'll see complexity. It's a different level game, okay? It's a different from the mainstream perfumery, what's been going on, let's say designer or niche, both. So this fragrance doesn't have that much seriousness like the extreme version, but I really like it. It's everyday. You can reach out for it, going to office, work, date. You can smell like this, go for first date, absolutely no problem. You can dress very nicely and you'll get respect. This smells respectable fragrance. Doesn't smell cheap. Smells very well construction, well built, okay? So versatility in that way, like you can wear it all year round almost, except when it's not like super hot. If it's super hot, you're steamy, your body's like producing so much heat and you're feeling a bit yucky, I think you go with something more citrusy, bergamot, sea notes, that sort of fragrance. Easier, lighter, like CK1, like that kind of fragrance. This I would suggest if you're staying within the air conditioned zone, it will work perfectly, no problem. You can go for the whole working day without spraying in additional sprays. So that's the good thing. Performance very, very good. Not beast mode. I would say 8 out of 10. 7.5 to 8 out of 10, depending on your skin and your surroundings. Wearability, I think winter, I think darn like strong cold weather, I wouldn't recommend this. I think you wear this somewhere in the transition between the hot to cold weather, cold to hot weather, in between those, okay? Spring, autumn, when it's a little bit breezy. Purpose, you can wear it if you're working. I think it's a little bit mature nose, 20 plus. Signature scent worthy, absolutely. If you wear this, hardly I suspect these days many people smell like this. So you'll be very unique. So uniqueness factor is there. Very original scent, very well constructed scent. The transition from each stage to another, it's very, you can distinguish it. So it's very well built. Guerlain, you expect that sort of quality. So I'm very happy with the purchase. I have both right now, and I will reach for it more. This one I'll reach for it more, and then the EDP, the extreme version, I'll reach for it formal occasion. I think this has much more longer lasting sort of effect, and it does not require so many sprays. That's why it's a 75 ml versus 125 ml. Are you gonna get compliments? I think so, but not the obvious ones. Don't go clubbing with this. It doesn't. I think it'll not serve that purpose well. Okay. Um, some negative side, if you ask me, like what could be a negative side from this fragrance? I think it's not like a safe blind buy. Do not purchase this seeing this review. Okay, this bottle is getting rare to find. It's expensive, so I need a collection. I'm blind buy it. You may not like it. Let me just warn you. Let me be very honest. Try it before you buy it. Try a decant from somewhere, sample from somewhere. It may work for you, and you can absolutely collect both of these. A collection worthy, I'm telling you. And yeah, I think this you can reserve it when you get a little bit mature. You can keep it in your collection for 2-3 years. When your nose matures, you'll see. You'll not regret buying this fragrance. It has that somewhere old feel, little bit old school feel, classic. At the same time, it has a modern touch to it. It's very sort of like Burberry, what they try to do with Burberry London, little bit sophistication, you know, that kind of feel. It's very classy scent. Okay, I can see almost James Bond wearing it. Maybe with James Bond, maybe someone more classy. Maybe Sean Connery. He can wear this for the daytime. Maybe just somewhere approaching towards the evening. I can see that he's going to casino playing. Gambling and stuff. Okay, so all in all, how I'm gonna rate it? Longevity, as I told you, it's very good. 7.5 to 8. It lasts 7 to 8 hours. Very good, solid. Projection, it projects very well also for the first 2 hours. Then comes a little bit close to the skin. Smell of it, how much I'll give it? I'll give it like 8 out of 10. Okay. Uniqueness, very unique. I'll give this like 10 out of 10. Perfect, unique scent. Okay. Versatility in terms of wearability and season, I would say almost all year round, all purpose. Just not sports out of maybe you just did your gym. No, not after that, but maybe after the night shower, after the workload and everything, it will really please you. And so maybe out of 10, maybe 8. And overall, remark, compliment factors, everything. I think this will get like a good solid 8.5 out of 10 from me. But try before you buy. That's what I'm gonna say. I know it's not a very popular thing right now. People like try before you buy. So what are you guys doing? We're here to give our personal opinion. It may differ from me to you, right? So that's all I have for today. So try this out, fragrance. And one last thing before I finish, I saw a poll going on in different pages. Who's your favorite reviewer? A lot of people showing a lot of love, their loyalty towards the favorite reviewers. And to my surprise, people mentioned my name. And I don't really, I swear, I didn't expect it at all, because I'm just I'm reviewing here from the consumer point of view, and kind of love and support you guys giving me. I believe every single reviewer who's doing honest work deserves it. Like they work every day, they work honestly towards with their passion in this line. I believe respect to all the reviewers and all the people who love perfumes, fragrances, buy them, try them, and you are frag heads. I respect you all, right? Thanks to all of you, and thanks for watching the review and continuously supporting me. Hopefully I'll be making it, continue my journey as long as I have your support. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you so much. Love you all. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.